Hi guys, this is Journey Now. I'm Heidi and I'm here today in my bathroom to do a video for you guys on the topic of dreams. And I know we have had a previous video about dreams before, but this is a little bit more information for those of you out there who, like me, always knew that dreams were much more than people were making them out to be. And I knew that they had to serve a purpose other than just entertainment for us while we slumber. I knew there was some deep meaning and deeper value that we could take from them. And in fact, it is so much more than that, you guys. So let's just dive right in today, and we're going to do some channeling on information regarding dreams, dreamscapes, and how that looks. What are we actually doing when we dream? Where are we going? And of course, what can we do with this? And so we do have a light coding here from my beautiful sister Amber, who isn't here for this video but has done this for me because I had asked her, telling her what this video was going to be about. So here you guys go. This is the light code here. It is dream state receival and activation to recall and integrate those dreams. So here you guys go. Take a good look at this. And there's your visual imprint, and you can of course use that again and again repeatedly. You can screenshot it, print it out, whatever you want to do with that visual imprint. Go right ahead and do. It never stops working. Every time you look at it, you are adding to the amount of coding that is reactivating within your DNA and within your light body. So whatever you feel like, that's going to be right for you. So do use that. And then as well, at some point in this video, we are also going to have the energetic hand motions, which is alchemy, which is, of course, as well a form of light language, being that we are all made up of light and we are all essentially just light code ourselves. And so that energy frequency of alchemy coming through within the hand activations is going directly, like the light language, like the visual imprints, into your light body structures. And it is integrating, and it is awakening or expanding your conscious awareness within your cellular data. So that's the beautiful thing about light code. So let's get on with it. We do have with us today Merlin, and it's funny because he's been coming up a lot, and other than, you know, watching the Sword in the Stone as a child and being just mesmerized by Merlin, I've always loved wizards. I'm sure many of you watching have that resonance as well. And that comes into our remembering that we are all magical, energetic frequencies of light code, and that allows us to play in the alchemy realms, which is really manipulation of energy frequencies to create something. And of course, God Creator Self, that is how powerful your alchemy creations are. So don't ever look in the mirror at yourself and think that you too are not a wizard able to perform and intend your own divinely guided process in your ascension, because you can take the tools and the power and you do the work. You create, you express and explore your own ascension with your energetic tools that you receive, that are downloaded into you. And this is where we branch into dreams, dreamscapes, dreamscape timelines, because there are multiple layers involved with dreaming. So when we dream, you guys, at night, we go to a place, of course, where you can separate from your conscious mind and your ego. And when you're looking at dreams from a 3D aspect, you're really looking at neurological patterning within the brain, and you're being told that your dreams are simply expressions of gathered information that you have received throughout your day as you're going about, things you see, and your neurological patterning creates a visual that you go into in your dreams to explore. So this is of course true. However, there's much more to it, because once we become consciously aware of our light source, of our divine essence, and of the work we are doing here, we become consciously aware that when we enter into the states of the unconscious, which is where we go when we meditate, which is required to do any type of multi-dimensional travel. This can go into the areas of astral travel, astral projection. All these things are encumbered or encompassed, encapsulated, they say, into a package that is uniquely yours, uniquely put together, is what Merlin is trying to say. And so when we are going through our dreams, having our dreams, we have to remember that we are also co-creating with divine dimensional beings to provide dreamscape atmosphere where we can work on things unattached, unbiased of 3D and the ego. And it becomes one of the only states of being, outside of meditation and stuff, where it is almost like acceptable to step outside of the ego and to surrender, because we all know that a dream is a dream. And so we become allowed to remove limits. And that is what is expressively important, is what Merlin is saying about dreams. Your personal... So now he's trying to talk about the light body and the many bodies, but I'm going to just have to say that that's too broad of a topic. And this video I want to keep sweet today and short, so it's more viewable for, there's lots of people who don't want to watch videos that are lengthy. That would probably turn this into an hour-long video, and we don't want that. So for the purposes of the video, we'll take from Merlin, let's just get him to sort of refine the information that we can pinpoint what is specifically being sought after from the viewers, from you guys, in regards to dreams. So when we enter our dreamscapes, we step into the unconscious, we step into a dimensional reality that is outside of the 3D earthscape, and we become open to receiving. And by divine guidance, we have our mentors, we have our, our angels, we have our guides, and then we have our higher selves all orchestrating together, because Merlin likes it. Now he's stirring his pot and he's creating a spell. And he's saying that's similar to what happens in our dreams. We create and co-create to guide, to learn, and to work. And this is what is important in the coming of this specific video today. Did you guys know that on top of going into shadow work, we do a lot of shadow work in our dreams that our conscious mind will not allow us to even look at in our conscious state of wakefulness, because there are many parts of shadow work that you are unconscious to. You don't know, you know it's there, you don't know how to work on it, and some of it you don't even want to get into the nitty-gritty of it because it's uncomfortable and you don't want to look at those things. Those specific things are what we are working, co-creating with our divine mentors to put into our dreams, so that we may do the shadow work that is required unconsciously. So on top of doing shadow work, we also get to view, so you're capable of viewing aspects of your own blueprint, And then you are also capable of connecting with other selves, other timelines that are relevant to where you sit in your now on your ascension. And you literally can intend to be a participant knowingly in your dreams so that you can actually reflect on them. And this is becoming broader in these times where people are recalling their dreams more frequently than they had in the past. And the reason for it is because we have stepped up to the plate. We have reached a higher level where consciously we are aware now of our workings, of all of these things, of the new earth, of our creator selves, and now we can become willing participants in the integration of these workings that we take and participate in within our dream states. We can go to past lives. We can connect with timelines that we are seeking to step into that are running. We can go back to past timelines and gather information, lessons. We can even close off timelines that are no longer serving us, blockages. And then, of course, we always will have our guides coming and interacting in the best way possible to try to make these dream, they don't want to say efforts, that's me, dream efforts, because we want to put in now that conscious knowing of work into our dreamscapes. So with setting intentions, we can actually become participants willingly and explore further, and actually we can take in more of the information that was intended for us in the co-creation of our dreams. And from that, we can speed up the process. It's like working 2 jobs at once, you know. We can make the most of that gift of the dream world. And so now they're gonna start talking about nightmares, because people are like, well, why do we have nightmares? Well, nightmares are triggers, targeted events, targeted specifically emotionally to trigger a response to get you to pay attention to particulars. And once you become willing and knowing of this, it will actually allow you to explore. And as of recently, I have actually become, it's existing consciously and subconsciously in the dreamscape, where I can actually move my avatar. I can be in my dream knowing it's a dream, and I can be looking closer at things. I can say, oh, wait a minute, what's this? And I can take the time to set the intent to go and look at that particular thing in my dream and take more from it. So recommending, if you're one of those people who's having a hard time recalling your dreams and you're wanting to be able to recall them so that you can become more interactive with them, a good exercise is to journal. Journal. If you're in a place where once a week you remember a dream, once a month remember a dream, write that down. Even if you only remember one small thing, and say, I remember. I remember, and you write it down, and it will solidify that concept for you of remembering your dreams. And then, of course, the visual imprint again, to re-show you, they're asking me to re-show it. You can even put that under your pillow at night. So once you become involved with that understanding, now you can have some fun. You can pre-intend specific work to do. You can pre-intend what you want to view, what you want to learn, who you want to work with. You can become in control to a certain extent of your experiences, thus allowing you to get more integration from those light codes that are trying to work within your cellular makeup while you sleep. So the nightmares, again, can be triggers of attention that bring an uprisal of emotion to catch you. they were wanting me to talk about as well, because I have personal experience with this, and I know lots of people do as well. If you have ever had those entity attachments while you sleep, it kind of feels different. Again, it depends how aware you are of your dreaming. You can get entity attachments who prey upon your energies while you sleep because you didn't realize you could work and you could be part of your dream intentionally. And once you have a handle on that, you become better able to get rid of those suckers. Like, they're like vampires. And sometimes, because I've had this as well, where you will wake up from a dream and you can't move in your bed, and there's an attachment basically holding you in place, and that is sucking energy from your heart space, from the nightmares that they are manipulating. And you can usually tell the difference, because I mean, a manipulation of a dream in order to provide a feeding energy is usually quite grotesque, and it will stand out as an uncomfortable feeling that you don't know why you would be dreaming that. And also, they will like to take your biggest fears and expand those into your dream. So you have to live your fears, of course, because they know those are your fears, and that's going to cause you to give off more of that fear-based energy, which is what they need. So there is a difference between nightmares and entity attachments that are feeding off of your energy levels while you sleep. So becoming aware of that, and then also coming to a place where you can recognize the attachment, then you can begin to work at not allowing those attachments. You can disengage, you can cut those cords, you can get rid of that. Then you can go back in and become more willing to explore your dreams without fear, because there's a lot of that right now, obviously, as our ascension process begins to elevate and we're moving forward in our ascension. There's that panic from the dark that they're going to run out of food, basically, is what it is. It's kind of like, I think that's gross when you think about these things eating your energy, but that's what's going on. So as we're ascending, and the whole time that we're falling into is the vibration is lifting, that frequency is disturbing the negative entities, the dark side, the shadows, all those things, whatever you want to call it, that is causing a desire to basically attack. It's like attack mode. And so there's many people who are actually being excessively, is what Merlin says, excessively fed on. And of course, this does go against the law of one, the universal law, and is not allowed. So even if you know that it's not allowed, that might help you if that's something you're going through, to just say, no, I don't allow that. You cannot take my energy. And you can intend a dome of protection, whatever you'd like to put up in your field while you sleep. So there's many things that you can do. The point of this video is to remind you guys now of the value of dreams and what we can do with them. It's like a new way to work with our many selves, our many bodies of light energy, into a unified field where we can basically get down to business and get on with it. It's like, get the rest out, get it going, let's do our work. And so that's what dreams are about. They are magical creations, again, with Merlin. So they are divinely guided. They are co-created by you and your many divine beings that reside within you and work with you on your blueprinted path here. So knowing that, I think we can all try to find some excitement now when we go to sleep tonight, that we might be able to play in dreamscapes, remembering as well that some of those dreamscapes, again, are running timelines. And some of them you can actually go in and you can become a character interacting with yourself to close off existing timelines that are ready to go. So we're going to begin the activation. I can feel them coming already into my hands. And so really what it is just an intense feeling. And then I usually will start having to rub my hands together, just like bringing that energy in. So this is going to just add to that visual imprint we gave you, and it's going to expand within your cellular makeup that you can basically start working with yourself in your dream world. So here we go, guys. And you could, Merlin is saying, if you wanted to, and you can always mute me, you don't have to listen to what I'm saying, you can play this before you go to bed, or you can run it while you're sleeping on a loop, whatever that you feel the urge to do. So listen to yourself, guys. You know what's best for you more than anyone else ever will. So let's begin working with those dreams to really propel us into our own working, into our own clearing, and into our own integration process. So work on the third eye, going down to the throat, and then the crown, connecting us to those multidimensional levels of consciousness, because we have been pretty programmed to look past the true meaning of dreams, and again, no coincidence with that, is there? If we knew how powerful they could be and how we could work with them for our own well-being and the well-being of everything and everyone, we might have spent some more time doing dream work. But specifically having that notion of dreams being just neurological patterning is playing right into the neurological belief system program that dreams aren't what they truly are, which is a divine gift. Breathe in. Deep breaths. And when you're breathing, try to take that breath all the way down to your toes. That's so important. Breathing, you guys, one of the best tools we have in our tool belt. The heart chakra now. Thank you guys for watching. I hope that helps you guys give a little bit more insight onto dreams and how to work with them for the benefit of yourself. Love and light. Thanks for watching. See you next time, guys. Bye.